So I'd like to welcome to the stage your headliner for this evening, comedian Julie Moya.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't trip over the mic stand this time. Woo! Yeah, I couldn't help with some coordination. Yes. Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna start out tonight with a little research. You guys up for that? A little research?
Yeah.
I want everybody to put your hands in the air. Or one hand. Everybody put one hand in the air. One hand in the air. All right. If you are over 52, you can put your hand in. Okay? If you are, let's say under there, put your hand down. If you are a female, put your hand down. If you are a male who is married, put your hand down. Okay, now the rest of you guys, specifically this team, get your hand up. Let me tell you what to do with it. Take that hand and find a pen and write your phone number on whatever napkin or whatever happens to be in front of you. Oh, sorry guys. I only have 4 days till Valentine's Day.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even have any prospects. Yeah. Well, since I hit on the audience, I should probably tell you my name.
Yeah.
Buy your drink. That joke must have been funnier than I thought it was. Okay. I'm working it up. It's all those $10 bills I said I'd give out for laughter. Anyways, but my name is Julie Moya. I have 2 beautiful girls. They are ages 7 and 9. They're both way more mature than me. I am also a lawyer, and I know what you're thinking. Yeah, law! Practice law! Yes! Woo! It's lawyers here tonight. Hey! Oh, no, sorry. Hey, you know what? She knows just as well as I do that nothing says laughter like lawyer. Yeah. I'm kind of doing it backwards tonight because usually when lawyers come, you know, the fun's pretty much over. The fun has left the building. Yeah. So let me talk tonight about what you all really came here to hear about. The question is really on your mind. What's it like to date me? Yeah, I know, especially this guy. Okay, oh, sorry. Back on stage, no. But, yeah, because I work so hard, you know, and I have kids, I'm a lawyer, when I first go on a date, you know, I just kind of, the first 5 minutes or so, I'm just sitting there looking like this. You see, because when you work as hard as I do, you know, going to you time is kind of jarring, isn't it? Who never gets you time? Who never gets it? Yeah. It's like, so when I'm on a date, it's like running on a treadmill at 15 miles an hour. Don't look great exercising. Running 15 miles an hour, and then somebody comes by and just yanks the plug out of the outlet. You smack the wall. And I'll say, I'm just as happy as anyone to start exercising. I hate that. Yeah. But it's jarring. And then, a couple more minutes in, I'd say about 20 minutes in, and all of a sudden you get this real big, stupid smile on my face.
Yeah.
The guy's looking across at me, and he's like, wow, she must think I'm a stud, yeah. And I like to just let him think that. I don't want to rain on anybody's parade needlessly, right? What's really going on is that I'm realizing that I have been able to sit in the same place for a straight 20 minutes. Yeah. Guys, if you're a hardworking single mom, sitting for 5 minutes is a tropical vacation. Oh my God. I love it. So yeah. I mean, at that point, I am basking in the glow of the fact that no one has asked me to make them a snack. I have not heard the word mother 30 times in the last 15 seconds. And here's the best part. I get to use my own phone! It's great! Sometimes I forget I have a phone. Sometimes I think that I'm just borrowing my kid's phone. You know, they haven't had mercy on me. Yeah. You know, when you're first single, you're pretty much normal. You know, you're kind of a normal human being. You can kind of tell yet. But then after a while, when you go from single to painfully single, people start to notice. And you start doing weird stuff. I have developed what I am ashamed to admit is a very rich social life in the metaverse. Yes, the metaverse. And if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, what the heck is the metaverse? Well, I'd like to congratulate you. You're not a hopeless nerd. Because the metaverse is the playground of the socially awkward, and I'm its queen. Yeah. So, it's been bad, guys. It's bad. I'm about to say some stuff tonight that, like, I probably shouldn't say in public, alright? You're gonna come back and haunt me. You should shut up at work, okay? Shut up at work. Yeah. Shut up at church. Yeah. I'm not having my therapist here last time. I'm a pastor. Oh, God. I'm gonna get there Sundays and let Julie can't go here anymore. Yeah. But back to the metaverse. Meanwhile, the metaverse. I have literally gone on 4 full dates in there. I am not kidding you. Yeah. And if you're wondering what's that's kind of like, you know, basically the metaverse is a world just like the one we're in right now. They have little coffee shops, and it's pretty much just the same thing. Except for everyone's a cartoon floating around with no legs. Same thing, right? At one point, I was on a date, and there was this dude that like had this list of things he wanted in a woman. Like he had political beliefs and religious beliefs. And I'm like, hey, knock it off, dude. That's what the ladies are supposed to do. I'm gonna need you to quit making men look good and go back to being superficial. So, you know, at one point, though, you know, I'm looking up at him, and I think to myself, why am I justifying my position on abortion to a guy that looks like Bob the Tomato? I mean, come on. Oh man, the metaverse is great. You know, the metaverse is an untapped resource for single moms. It really is. Basically, if you are a female avatar and you float into any given space, you just float in there. This is an avatar floating. All of a sudden, the sausage party closes in. Yeah, they come out of nowhere. And you have the pick. It's great. You know, I think some of them have money. You know, I'm gonna tap that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get rich in the metaverse. Who's laughing now? Mm-hmm. Who's a nerd now? Yeah. I actually have a favorite bar in there. Yeah. And I know what some of you are probably thinking, oh God, please tell me that this woman does not consume virtual beer. I do. And it is less filling. I haven't even got a hangover once. It's great. My doctor says it's gentle on my liver. Yes. So, I want to talk to you. This is a storytelling event, so you're probably like, hey, when are you going to tell a story? Well, I've got one for you. And it'll explain why like, I want to date in virtual reality, not like in the real world. My last dating experience was crap. It was awful. I dated this guy for about 3.5 months or so, and he had this party at his house, right? And he took me aside just to let me know how much he missed me that week. I mean, because who wouldn't? Right? And how excited he was to meet the rest of my family. Because we got 2 of them. It happened. The man made me feel like sunshine inside. Until about 30 minutes later. Lauren? Lauren? I know that person. She's supposed to laugh on cue and everything. No, about 30 minutes later, I went into his. All right, what's the big deal? That's good music. That's some awesome music. You're building up this climax of the story, man. And people are sitting at the edge of their seat. What happened 30 minutes later? What happened? So 30 minutes later, I walk into his kitchen. This guy has got his face buried so far in another woman's neck that he looks like a dehydrated vampire. And the only thing that made me madder than that mental image was my response to it. Yeah. It was boring! All I did was walk out and block the guy! When I told other friends this story, they had all these great ideas! I hope this happens to me again, actually. They had all these ideas that involve, like, ice water and violence. What a bummer! But yeah. So yeah, that kind of explains it. That's where the pain comes from, bitterness, angst. So I have some theories, okay? Of why people stay single so friggin' long, right? And for this theory, I need a volunteer. Who wants it? I need a man. Oh wait, you're gonna get it too. She's in this. She knew before I knew. That was obnoxious. Hey, no. I need a man. I will pick one. I will do it. What about our single fella?
Yeah, there you go.
Come on, you know you want to. Come on,
Hey.
yeah. Okay, I want you to hold this sign. There you go. All right. I want you to just sit crisscross applesauce there on the floor, okay? Oh, no. Okay, sit crisscross applesauce, okay? Make sure everybody can see your sign, okay? All right. Picture it. The year is 1982. A young boomer is trying to mate. Sadly, she discovers that she has only 3 options. There are only 3 eligible men in her area. Oh. She complains as she walks by a magical homeless man. Suddenly, she is transported to the year 2023. That's what being transported through time looks like, guys. You got your money's worth right there. So, she instantly discovers dating apps. Because that's literally what everyone single is doing all day long. As she flips through, she discovers that there's a lot of interesting men. And before you know it, she finds what she thinks is the man of her dreams. But wait, she can have the man of her dreams with upgrades. Yeah! Like, she can have that same guy, but with like blue eyes. Yeah? And then maybe she can have that same guy with blue eyes, but also one that looks great in sweatpants. Woo! Sweatpants! Yeah. So, before you know it, she actually meets the guy. Because just so you know, men, This is the only single guy I match with homeless man. But instantly meeting the guy is what happens for women on social media. I understand it's very different for men. But so she instantly meets the guy, and all is well. Until she discovers that he's 45, not 25. And he asked her to dress up like a big, pink, fluffy hamster. At that point, she is searching high and low for that magical homeless man to get her the heck back to 2023, or just to marry him because he's way less scary. Thank you, Boomer! Thank you, homeless man! Woo! Thank you. So the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is that today we have all these options. But we're all lying. It's so sad. Okay, so the other thing I think is keeping everybody single is just a couple of pieces of horrific dating advice, you know? Anybody ever hear a piece of dating advice that, you found out later was just awful? Anyone? No one?
No, tons.
No, okay, there we go. I got one. Yeah. Tons? You? Yeah. Tell me about it. What happened? What's this horrific piece of dating advice? Who do you like from?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think I've used it, but like I remember, I'm loud, I don't need that.
Yeah, you are.
I remember, I was probably in high school, the rules, wasn't it called the rules? Do you remember the rules?
I don't remember the rules.
Some stupid, I think it was from the rules, it's some stupid thing like don't accept a Friday date after Tuesday, don't accept a Saturday after Wednesday, and just dumb rules. I always thought it was just...
So you ended up having a date at like 3 in the morning on Wednesday because you got confused.
Right, yeah, exactly.
In a swimming pool.
Yes, that's
wearing
exactly
tuxedo. That's what happened to me. I can't follow the rules. I just get lost. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else with a horrific piece of dating advice? Anybody? I thought somebody in the back there had a horrific piece. Yeah, go ahead and tell me about it there. Can you say it loudly?
Yeah, when you stop looking, you'll find it.
Oh.
You just stole my line! Oh! Yes, guys. She got it. She got it. That is my least favorite piece of advice in the whole world! It goes like this, if you didn't hear her. You'll find love when you're not looking for it. I hate that piece of advice. That's like saying that you'll learn to swim right after you drowned. What precisely is the point? Like it's like ghosts doing laps. I mean, who are these people? Who are these people that simply fall into love? Do they trip into money too? Like, do we need to be friends? Yeah? Now, if you don't think that this is a horrible piece of advice, guys, what I'm going to do is give you a little homework assignment. I want you to go home tonight and look in front of the mirror and try to rephrase it. Try to rephrase it. You won't be able to do it without it sounding weird. You'll come up with things like, you will find love when you find it repulsive. Or, find someone who truly disgusts you and spend forever together. Or, I was going to wring her neck, but I chose her finger. Yeah, but it's kind of why it's my least favorite piece of advice. So as I was writing this show, my poor family got burdened with having to hear this millions of times. And they told me that I was depressing. Aww. So I decided to slap some bright spots in here. Little funny story. Hope they're happy. So, wait a minute, Pastor Chris is having a moment. Jesus right here, guys. You were here for it. He's gonna get me in church. He's gonna call me up at the front. He's gonna make me sing a solo that I didn't practice for. He's like, I'll teach you to point me out a comedy special to play this game.
It'll be a happy spot.
I got a bigger audience too. Oh man, so thanks, Pastor Chris. But I think one of the bright spots of being single is that sometimes you get to kind of create your environment a little bit, you know? It's really nice. And I have a home full of all ladies, except for Nick, and he's a dog. And it's fun. It's like a little sorority house in there, you know? We forget where bathroom doors are and stuff. I mean, how fun is that? But I would like to take a minute and say that my roommate is here, the one that blew my punchline. She's right there. And she's amazing. Like, she's one of the reasons why I don't mind being single, because she's so fun. We go on cruises together, and like, you know, she helps out with the kids. She's like an aunt or a second or third guy. We don't know what she is exactly. She's really close with her. But you know, there's this little quirk about Ashley, and she told me I could say this, by the way. This is all approved, okay? But poor Ashley, like whenever she gets really upset about something, I mean like really upset about something, right in the dead center of it, something always happens that's like breathtakingly funny. So like the poor woman can't get any sympathy because right in the middle of while she's saying it, something will happen. Something will happen. Here's an example. One time, Ashley called me. This is Ashley calling me. She's like, Julie, my dogs are stuck together. And I'm like, what? Really? Yeah, they're like stuck. Is it food? No, I don't think it's food. I really don't. Well, what in the world could make these dogs be stuck together that hard? I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe like there was something sharp that poked one of the dogs, and then it poked the other dog, and we got like a dog kebab situation. And it was at that moment that it dawned on me what the problem was. It was a dog kebab, all right. And Nicholas had provided the skewer. Apparently this is like a really common problem with dogs, by the way. And we had to take the dogs to the vet for this, and apparently dogs do this all the time, and these poor little boy dogs are apparently very flexible. They're like Stretch Armstrong down there. So like, oh man. So it was at that moment that, I mean, like it was horrible, guys. She was still really upset, like just in tears. And it's like, and I couldn't interrupt her or start laughing because she couldn't think it was funny at the moment. So I just like, I mean, I was pulling that phone away from my face, holding my breath. Because when I finally let go, I laughed so hard. I think I ended a small building nearby. I shook it to the ground. Well, you'll be happy to know that the story gets better. Yeah. I know you're like, how in the world did that get better? That was amazing. And some of you are like, I could have lived my entire life without hearing that. Okay, so what happened was one time we came into the house, and me and Ashley realized that Nick and Charlene were at it again. They had a second incident. We need to get him a hobby, like there's a Parcheesi in the basement or something. Jeez. Get him a VR headset. And play little doggy avatars. My dog hates that thing, by the way. Like, I'll try to put it on her face, and she's like, oh, no. She thinks I'm trying to, like, duct tape a toaster to her for some reason. Or special. Yeah, so they had another incident, and this time, though, the dogs were moving everywhere, like little tornadoes, and Ashley and I were just really feeling for Nicholas. We were like, Nicholas is about to be in the cold. So we didn't want that to happen, so we both grabbed the dogs. And she was fortunate to grab Charlene, which is the girl dog. You probably figured. Because we know what Nick is. She grabbed Nick, and then I grabbed Nick, right? So I've got this dog, she's got that dog, and we're sitting here, we're just trying to give them a little tug. You know, trying to pull them apart just a little bit. And it dawns on us that somehow they were still freaking stuck. We can't get these little guys apart, and if we put them down, they're going to go everywhere again, and we're going to have a Nicole situation. So, it was in that moment that I looked over at Ashley, and she whispered to me, I am so sorry. Because we realized that the only hope for poor Nicholas is if whoever was holding Nicholas helped him out a little bit.
Oh.
I can't tell you the rest of the story.
Your pastor's here.
Yeah, the pastor's here. That's my reason. No, it's also because I blacked it out. My therapist said that I should keep it that way. But here's what I do know. For some reason, every time I see a gummy worm, I have a raging anxiety attack. All right, guys. I really appreciate you being here tonight. Appreciate you putting up with me and my weird story about gummy worms. I just want to kind of close with this. Actually, this doesn't apply because you're all with someone. Dang it! But you know what? Don't wear yourself out looking for love. Just follow your dreams, man. And when the time is right, you just follow it. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, keep it going for Julie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Can I ask you guys for a round of applause for yourselves? Thank you so much for coming out. All of the money that you spent tonight is supporting local business right here in Ringgold, and is also supporting live entertainment and the entertainers as well. So thank you so much for coming out, spending your Friday night with us. We'll be back March 10th. We have a comedy show with Lee Hardin from Dry Bar Comedy, and those tickets will be available to purchase soon. Make sure you follow Caffeine Addicts on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, find out what's coming up next. And thank you so much for coming. Y'all have a great night.